Okay guys, I have bad news about my battery cells. The battery pack that I built, the Samsung 40T cells for my scooter 16S3P. Well, I have disassembled the whole battery pack again because there was a trouble. Um, the silver paste epoxy that I used, they uh, they degrade over time in about less than a month of use, depending on how much you use it. It lasts me about 1 month before it quits on me. Turned out that let me give you a better example because I cleaned these out. I removed all the cells and cleaned off the silver paste epoxy using a razor blade. Um, all the cells are fine. I only lost 2 cells that went bad because of it, but all the rest are fine. However, let me give you a better example. Like this here. These are silver paste epoxy that I used previously on the Chinese cells. They work, it's not dead, but these epoxy, they deteriorate. It works the first time, I don't know, 3 weeks to maybe a month at best, and then it quits. It loses connection because the material here gets degraded. They also turn yellow, gold yellowish color. It and then it deteriorates pretty quickly and it loses conductivity, and that's what happened. That's why my battery quit on me, so I had to disassemble all of them. Let me show you example. If you attach to the this where the degraded silver epoxy is, it's really hard to do it. I don't have a head cam. The voltage is showing 0.02, 0.03 volt instead of where it should be about 4.2 something volt, as this battery is nearly fully charged. If I connect the point directly to the bare metal here, you will see the voltage come back to where it should be. Let me give you a better example here. Okay. See, the voltage jumped to 4.26 volt. This sucks. Really unfortunate. All batteries are like that. So I had to clean it off. My Samsung 40T cells. Luckily, most of them are fine. Only 2 of them got damaged. I will have to rebuild the battery pack using spot welding technique with what is it called? I can't believe I even forgot to say it. That stupid nickel strip. Nickel strip. You have to use. I will have to use that for now. I wanted to find a better way, easy way, to make it easier for the general public, average Joe, including grandmas and grandpas and children, maybe young children, I don't know, maybe like 12 years old, 14 years old, would be able to build battery packs themselves without having to solder the battery pack, without having to use spot welder. Because when you live in an off-grid place like this, in a shed that have no electricity but rely on solar panel, you need you can't just easily get equipment to run, because the spot welders, a professional grade spot welders, you can't, it's not really practical to use them because it requires more energy. You're not going to have enough solar power to supply that unless you have a powerful solar panel system large enough to do it. But for a lot of people, they won't be able to, which is why I wanted to make a tutorial, experimented myself, hoping that using silver paste epoxy to connect the batteries would work. But sadly and unfortunately, they don't work. Turned out that those silver paste epoxy is good for a very minor electrical applications, like on PCBs, electrical boards that operate at 5 volt with very low amp. It works fine for that, but not when you're talking like 60 volt with high amount of amp. It quit on me. It could not handle 60 volt and higher amp. So that's why it didn't work. I wanted to share that, give you guys warning, heads up for those that are seeking to build battery pack the easy way. Unfortunately, there's no easy way. You don't use silver paste epoxy or anything like it. Don't use conductive adhesive metal tape or any of that sort. You have to use soldering or spot welding. Spot welding would be better. Use nickel strips for now. I will be experimenting with other metals, find a way to improve connectivity and be able to handle high amount of amp, a current, to prevent heat buildup and to increase efficiency of power delivery. But for now, I'll be building a battery pack, reuse these Samsung cells, reuse these. I'll be getting another 4850 cells of these. I'll be making hopefully 16S 6P or 16S 7P, depending on how much money I can get, because I don't have money right now. So stay tuned. I'll be making more videos later as soon as I get the money and get the parts I need. Alright guys.